programme. A school in West Yorkshire could be facing legal action following claims that some Muslim pupils have been forced to pray in the cold and rain in the school car park.
Mirfield Free Grammar says it's a broadly Christian academy and sixth form students are welcome to leave the site to attend a mosque. Our communities reporter Sabia Purves has more.
It's school break time and Mirfield Free Grammar pupils Ahir and former pupil Mohammed have sacrificed their lunch to come to the mosque. Praying off premises costs Ahir an hour of his time and can make him late for lessons. Up until September 2014, Muslim students at the academy say they had access to prayer mats and a classroom to pray. Then they say that facility was withdrawn without explanation. Now they say they have no choice but to worship outside in all weathers.
We have to pray in all conditions just by laying the musalla, which is a cloth on the floor, and whether it be snow, rain or sun, we have to pray. And after we get back to the classroom, we are soaked and cold and freezing, which makes it hard to concentrate and learn lessons.
We've got our duties as Muslims. We have to pray, so at the end of the day we're going to be praying there whether they like it or not.
On the website, the school says it respects all the religious beliefs of its staff, students and parents, and it will comply with reasonable requests to religious practice. However, when we asked to speak to them today, they declined and offered us a brief statement. In it, it says they're a broadly Christian academy. They have never had a prayer room, and sixth formers are aware of this before they join. They have said Muslim students are welcome to leave the premises and attend the local mosque. Today outside the school, both the Muslims and non-Muslims we spoke to said Mirfield Free Grammar should provide a multi-faith room.
You should have to pray outside on the car park. They should build an area for it because there is a lot of room inside the school.
Well, I don't really think it's fair because I think everyone should be granted the access to an area to practice their own religion, and I think it'd be more suitable for them to have an area inside school that they can do it. Legally,
it's only faith schools that have to provide for specific religions. In non-faith schools, it's down to the discretion of the governors. Now, Zahir, Mohammed and 12 others are considering legal action.
It should never have got to this stage. It's been going on for more than a year, and I'm just amazed that it's not been resolved, despite strenuous efforts by various individuals and organisations.
Unless things change, it seems Muslim students are left with only two options: walk 40 minutes to the local mosque or pray in the rain. Sabia Purves, BBC Look North, Mirfield.
Well, let's speak now to Keith Porteous-Wood from the National Secular Society, which campaigns for schools to be equally welcoming to all children. Keith, we're hearing children are forced to pray outside, seeing the pictures, because there's nowhere else. Do you agree with this?
No, it seems very unreasonable to me. I mean, the National Secular Society opposes compulsory worship, and I wouldn't want it to be mandatory by law for this school to have to provide this service. But the reality is that these children are going to pray, and it seems terrible that they're going to have to suffer these deprivations which have health implications, and it may even be in the road, so it might even be safety implications if they're forced to do so outside. It's totally unreasonable for them to go all that way to the mosque because it's so far away. So I think we need to be asking the school to justify why it isn't doing it, and I would have thought that the only reasons that they could give that are vaguely respectable are that there isn't enough space or that there isn't an opportunity for sufficient staff to be able to supervise them. But any case like that would have to be made very, very convincingly, and I just hope it isn't, that it's not because it's Muslim worship that they're refusing to give this facility.
Is this the problem with religion in schools? Because this school says it's a broadly Christian academy, and obviously it's disadvantaging certain children who aren't Christian.
Well, it's certainly the fact that the school is so tight-lipped about justifying its actions and claiming that there weren't accommodations made before, I think leaves some quite uncomfortable questions.
Thank you, Keith. We'll have to leave it there. It's very interesting, and obviously a common sense approach may well be the best way forward, but thank you.
Next tonight,